Drax Avatar of Life is one of the most interesting Series 5 card released in Marvel Snap in quite some time, but releasing into this current meta raises a really important question about whether or not he's actually worth picking up right now. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Kicker of Elves here. Hope you are having a fantastic day wherever you're at. We've got a brand new Series 5 card in Marvel Snap. Is he worth your tokens right now? You're in the right place to find out. Drax Avatar of Life is our latest Series 5 card. He is a 3-cost, 4-power card with the text, End of Turn. Plus 3 power if your opponent played a card with greater power this turn. Move to that card if you'd be winning its location. So, 2 sentences here, decently complex text compared to some of our base Marvel Snap cards. I'm just going to say this straight out of the gate. If you're looking for the star out of 10 review, in the current meta, this card is a 6 out of 10 at best. It is probably, unless you are trying to stay collection complete like I am, or you've got all of the main cards you're looking for, I would not recommend dropping the 6K tokens on this card right now. I like this card quite a bit actually, and I've been looking forward to it since the data mines. This was probably the card I was looking forward to most out of all the cards this season. Cool base art. It's naturally teching against, like, you know, the Sauron sort of list that want to play Sauron or Nightmare and then play down Cull Obsidians, Red Skulls, and stuff like that. This card gets huge in those type of lists. The movement component's very cool. This card easily gets to a 310. But in the current February 2026 meta, the way I approach these card reviews is from a standpoint of, this card is cool, this card is fun, is by spending 6K tokens on this, are you making a meaningful power increase to your account right now? Not in the future. If you think about, Cozy infamously gave Grandmaster a 5-star review on launch. Right now, Grandmaster is a 5-star card because it goes in the Star-Lord deck. Grandmaster wasn't a 5-star card for years and years. So at some point when the meta changes, I think Drax Avatar of Life is going to settle a bit more like Speed, where Speed, very high power card. Speed's more boring than this, but like very, very good on rate stats for what you're doing. This card has a condition that's pretty easy to meet. It's like better Captain Marvel, but you're not going to be able to throw this into a deck and just have a meaningful counterplay into either Star-Lord or the decks that are trying to counter Star-Lord in the current meta. And that's unfortunate. When I was playing with this card earlier today, I actually did go up against a Star-Lord deck, and I beat it in a silver or gold conquest run. And Drax Avatar of Life was the determining factor in winning one of those 4-cube games. I play on my phone, so I don't have the footage. It jumped over to a location where they played, and I was winning. They didn't play middle, so I won that location by 4. Drax went to a 3-7, hopped on over and won. And what's important here is, even if he doesn't move, he'll get the plus 3 power. So he'll be a plus 3. He'll be a plus, he'll get to 7 power. He'll get to 10 power. That's great in most metas where things are normal. But because we have to, Star-Lord is warping things to such a crazy extent, we have to be prepared for, like, okay, someone's going to play 22 energy worth of cards at the end of the game. Your Drax going from a 3-7 to a 3-10 isn't going to be the deciding factor. So it's unfortunate. I was really looking forward to this card. I think there's still potential here. Again, I don't think it's a horrible card. I think long term this can easily go up to like an 8 out of 10, or even when they kind of nerf it so people aren't just doing this big Star-Lord combo-y stuff. But for right now, this card is just kind of middling. Again, I'm quite high on it. I'm happy to have this card in my collection, personally, because I can see long term down the line, this card is going to be, like a Speed maybe he makes it into the Iris mid range move deck. In the Super Giant, Master Mold, Dragon of the Moon list, he's a perfectly fine card in there too. He's going to go in stuff. He's going to find a couple different homes. He's not going to be the centerpiece of every single list. This isn't really a build around card in the traditional sense. This is just supporting player, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine for cards to be that. But if you're looking at this and you've got 18,000 tokens to your name and you're missing 15 other Series 5 cards that you're kind of, and 7 of them you're kind of interested in, spending 6K on Drax probably isn't the best situation. If you think about the way, like what happens when Marvel Snap releases a new card is it's not just that it's new, it's that you get a guaranteed window where you don't have to go through the shop rotation. My little brother played a lot when this game first came out, and he took like a 2-year break and he came back. So he's still able to hit Infinite. He's still a good player, but he's missing like so many Series 5 cards, and it takes forever for them to rotate in. Like, he doesn't have Erisham or Merlin still. So when a new card comes out, it's like, oh, okay, I'm guaranteed to get this right now. How is it doing? And at the 6K price point, not great. Like for me, because I'm collection complete, and every time a new card comes out, I just buy the Series 5 pack for 5K tokens. And when I do the weekend missions, it costs 4,800 tokens. Even that is like, okay, if I wasn't trying to be collection complete, it's tough. It is tough out there for Drax. I wish, I genuinely wish I could be a lot more positive in this review than I am. But if this was a different meta, I'd be able to be like, yes, let's go. This card is the truth. This is the way to do it. But for most of y'all, this could be a situation where you say, this whole month is on, because we got Kraglin and Jack Flag. Jack Flag might be doing something. We have an OTA going up tomorrow. Don't know what they're doing there. I doubt they're going to adjust Star-Lord in that OTA. They're normally basing their data off of stuff from like a week or two delay. And they released Star-Lord. They clearly did not realize just how completely meta warping he was going to be. And to their defense, I think a lot of people didn't realize that. I thought Star-Lord was going to be pretty dang good. I was not expecting it to create probably my least favorite meta ever. So I've been playing this game since global launch. Wasn't expecting that. Everybody saw Show Lao coming. Everybody was like, this is going to be busted. People did not realize what was going to be happening with Star-Lord. So Drax, Avatar of Life. This is a 3 out of 5 star card. 6 or 7 out of 10. He's fine, but he is not the savior. He is not, in spite of his, swag appearance here, walking, strutting, he is not coming in to save the day from Star-Lord. That's not him. Well, let's talk about the deck I was using him in, because I actually think he's a pretty good fit here. So this is the Supergiant list. This is one of the major lists right now in the game. I think on Untapped, for the statistics that we look at in Marvel Snap Meta Shenanigans, we'll do episode 10. Wow, episode 10. That's crazy. We'll do episode 10 of that show later this week. And when I was looking at stats earlier, I think this is the top win rate deck with a sizable amount of games in Infinite, because it has so much game into Star-Lord. So in this situation, I took out Mercury for Drax. Mercury's in there. It's good to have a movable body, but techs against the Batroc, which have a pretty good matchup into here. But brought Drax in over Mercury, and he felt very good. If you are getting getting your play patterns in, I might do a deck guide on this list, because I feel like it is very relevant. And Supergiant is a card I haven't played a lot, that I should like a lot in theory as an old school Professor X fan. Supergiant should be right up my alley. Never messed around with her that much, but won't do the full deck guide now, sticking to the card review. What Drax does for this list is, this list loves going Hydra Bob, Master Mold, Dragon of the Moon. You're ahead. You've definitely got priority. You can time your Negasonics or your Supergiants A-OK and try to finish with some Ronin stuff. Drax, if you don't get Dragon of the Moon, if you don't draw into that, can be a better tempo play. If your opponent's playing a higher cost card, you're moving to that location, and because he only moves if you win that location, he's going to help you seize priority. This deck needs priority to get the Cosmo, get the Negasonic. When you play Supergiant, the turn you play Supergiant, turn 4, let's say on all games except when people are using Magic, your turn 4 play needs to leave you in priority to just be advantageous. Drax going to help with that. Like I said towards the earlier part of the review, when I played this list and I had Drax in there, Drax moving against a Star-Lord list, it was a high Evo Star-Lord list, was able to win me the game entirely. So it's very cool here. I still need to practice more at this list in general. I think there's a lot going on here. This is one of the ways you can counter Star-Lord, but it is sort of lacking for points. So your Ronin's your top end. So Drax and Dragon of the Moon being in here is a pretty nice adjustment. And, overall, cap things off, Drax, it's not his time right now. There will be a day when we're happy to have Drax, but today is not that day. So if you want more card reviews that place the true value on the rarity of your tokens in your account, if you want weekly meta reports, in-depth deck guides so you can understand what's going on in Marvel Snap, so you can hit infinite or whatever your rank goals are, hit that subscribe button. You are in the right place. Please like the video, leave a comment. It helps spread the word to the YouTube algorithm. Do hype points if that's the thing. I'm still newish to this and genuinely thrilled and surprised at the amount of positive support and subscribers I have after, doing this for not even 4 months. I really appreciate it. And hey, while you're here, check out the video that's on your screen right now. It's another groovy piece of Marvel Snap content. I'm Kicker of Elves. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.